Yo, 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 yo. Am I not in focus? There we go. What's the word, y'all? What's the word, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. God damn, I might have to fix this. I have to fix this focus. I feel like it keeps focusing on the damn TV. Hold on. See if we can fix this real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Oh shit. Let's see if we can get this right. How's that? That'll work. That'll work. Oh, what's up, y'all? Um, yeah, I might end up having to fix that again, but anyways, what's the word, y'all? Happy Monday. Where we at with shit? First off, first things first. Aaliyah's Interlude just hit 1 million plays on Spotify. I wish I had a soundboard. I would definitely run that. Yeah, man, that's exciting. I posted about it a little bit earlier on Instagram. I definitely want to get into that in a little bit. Just kind of talk about the track, talk about like the promo and the marketing behind it, cause yeah, I feel like that was like a real specific game plan with that song. And although it's been out for fucking years at this point, it is pretty cool to see it hit 1 million plays. So hold on, I might wait for a couple more people to jump in before I start going over shit. But anybody that is in the chat, feel free to, well, not in the chat, but watching the live, feel free to say what's up. If y'all wouldn't mind liking the video, subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and sharing it. If that is not too much to ask, I'm going to go ahead and crack off this Stella, baby. Because we're celebrating tonight. We celebrating tonight, baby. Oh shit, I'm peeking. Yeah, man. Good day. Good day today. Real good day today. I'm happy. I feel good. Just got back from the gym not too long ago. And yeah, man. We are getting this shit cracking. Okay, so I'm gonna just start going over a couple things that I wanted to go over. So I already said it, but for any of y'all that are watching this now or see it later and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It definitely helps to get the live streams out there and get the videos out there. It is much appreciated. As y'all could see on the bottom of the screen in the middle there. So something that I've been working on, another thing that I'm excited about is putting together a Discord, I guess server. I always call it channel, but a Discord server. Kind of for the lives, kind of for the music, kind of just like in general. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. I My main like goal with it is to put together just like a community of people that I feel like are like-minded, right? You know, creatives, musicians, artists, engineers, producers, listeners. You know, just people that I feel like are, you know, close to, I guess, creativity. I'd say, you know, I don't want to like shut it off to certain people because there's a lot that I eventually want to do with it. But the link, I believe, should be in the description below if y'all want to join. Um, it's kind of in its like early stages right now, so I'm actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'll kind of pull up the Discord real quick and show y'all. um, and then we could talk about it a bit. So, and honestly, I'm open to input as well. If anybody has any like ideas, for the Discord to make it better, I'm all ears. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay. So hopefully y'all could kind of see it. I'll try and make it as big as possible. There we go. So as of right now, it's a couple of different sections in here. So the rules section, I think that's like an automatic thing. So we'll fill that out later. Let me exit off this real quick. Announcements. So I figure, live streams, new releases, stuff like that. Will go in announcements. Actually, not live streams because that'll be on YouTube right here. But just I'd like to start doing some virtual shows and stuff like that. I got honestly a pretty solid like setup at the crib, so I got a good amount of homies that they make music as well. I'd love to start like having people pull up here, and just do like a concert, and we could like broadcast it on the Discord and then broadcast it live on YouTube. So that'll be something. Any events, anything coming up that's like outside of YouTube, which takes me to the next one, YouTube. So I kind of been playing around with this right now, and it seems like it's working, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's working for the live streams yet. Let me see, but pretty much, excuse me, pretty much what it's doing is anytime like a video is uploaded, it's automatically like posting this here in the YouTube channel, and then it's tagging everyone. So I thought that was pretty dope. I gotta like tweak it a little bit so that it also includes the live streams. I'm not sure why it's not doing that, but actually let me write that down real quick. Let's see. So I'm gonna let's put ping cord, add live stream. Okay, so yeah, that's that. What else do we got in here? Links. So I mean, for now, I just put basic shit in there. It's YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Ideas. So ideas is just a private channel that we got right now. That's just kind of like a suggestion box for ideas like for the stream and ideas to kind of improve the Discord itself. So I figure I'll probably open that up to everybody as people start jumping in. Um, and yeah, honestly, just kind of circling back to what I said before. If anybody has just ideas of certain channels or categories that they feel like would be dope, I'm all ears. What else do we got? Questions. So that'd be. I'm not sure exactly what that would end up being, but I guess like frequently asked questions or something like that. Maybe we'll change that around a little bit. We'll see. Share your work, I thought would be dope. Just for like artists, creatives, photographers, videographers, just to have somewhere to like drop stuff that they're either that they got finished. I'm also thinking about maybe making like works in progress, so like people could drop in stuff. I'm gonna write that down. That was a real time idea right there. Good job, Miles. Um, Works in progress. So yeah, maybe like a separate channel for like, let's say it's like a song and it's not done, but it's something that you're working on, and maybe you want like some feedback on it. That could be a separate channel, and then share your work could kind of be like finished product. Um Resources. I feel like this will be dope just to have like, I don't know, certain websites or certain tools or whatever, for creatives to use. So that's kind of my thought process with that one. Suggestions. I might consolidate suggestions and questions into one. Um, I don't know. Still up in the air. Like I said, it's fairly new at this point. Submissions. Like I said, I'd like to one idea that I had for the live streams, and I guess it kind of includes Discord as well, is like doing I don't want to necessarily call it like a review. Like I hate I hate looking at it like from that perspective. It's like I'm not the authority on music, but it would be kind of cool to give feedback on certain songs or certain mixes. So I'm thinking of using like this channel for something like that. Clips would be just like clips. Eventually I want to start like clipping the video and audio from these live streams and just breaking it up into things that I feel like are, useful, or I don't know, maybe it ends up being like some funny shit or whatever. So that's what that's for. Past live streams, self-explanatory. That'll just be like the YouTube videos for past lives. What else we got? Inspo. So inspo is just kind of dropping, maybe you saw some shit on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever that you were inspired by. Drop that in there. Community hangout and stream room. I think these are like defaults, but these are kind of cool to do. I think it'd be cool to do like group sessions, right? Where like I don't know, maybe it's something I'm working on, or maybe it's something that another artist is working on. And we could all be within one of those, like the community hangout or the stream room, and then we could broadcast that to YouTube. So I thought that would be dope. And then I got like a learn something category. So there's like I'm still kind of debating how I want to break this down. Because I'm still kind of learning about Discord and just how certain certain channels or whatever are set up. But I have like a forum one, that's kind of separated into separate categories here. Um, and I might do that. I just don't know exactly how it gets like displayed. Like if it displays like this, where it's like the most recent one. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. But all in all, I just wanted to have a category or a section or channel for just for people to be able to go in and like learn about specific things. So right now I have the forum set up, but I also have like separate channels. So if anybody has any ideas or input in terms of what to add here, feel free to let me know. Right now there's, in no particular order, marketing, audio engineering, photography, video editing, animation, and then useful. um, I might end up taking some of these off. I might end up adding some more. I'm not super like set on anything. And then um yeah, and useful. Here was another super dope thing within the Discord that I posted. Um I like long story. I'm trying to think of like what the best quickest way to like explain this is, but I mean you see the title, downloading videos from YouTube, no app required. Like I'm always on YouTube, um number one to like pull content down from. So like if I have an old video that I don't have the file for, I wanted something that I could pull the video like full quality. And I know there's like it's a bunch of sites and shit out there, but I feel like I don't know, it's just a ton of they're always getting shut down, and then there's like a ton of fucking pop-ups. It's just like a crazy process to like download some shit. So um I use Chat GPT to like put together a command for downloading videos from YouTube. I'll either use it for that, or a lot of times I'll pull beats off YouTube. Like, oh, and if I end up using the beat, then I'll go back and like actually buy it. But if I'm just trying to like pull the audio from something, this is super useful. And I feel like it's a good example of what I'm trying to do with this Discord server, like as a whole, is like just have, shit that like people like me can use. You know what I mean? I know like I could really use some shit like this where it's like I don't have to I don't got to go to all these different sites and do this, do that. I could literally I could literally just, if you look at the bottom here, like plug this into my terminal and download a YouTube video. Like literally just paste this in there, change out the YouTube link, and it's good to go. So I put like a step by step in here of how I set it up. So I feel like that'd be super dope for people to use. Um, let's see. Yeah, and then I mean, other than that, only other thing I got in here is classified. So like I just figure it'd be dope to have like a section, for people to connect with each other. If it's like, let's say it's like a singer or whatever, and they're looking for like a producer, or if it's a producer and they're looking for an engineer, or a producer looking for a singer, just stuff like that. A specific space within the Discord for those people to connect. So yeah, man. That's kind of that's the Discord at this point in a nutshell. So, like I said, for anybody that ends up watching this video later, feel free to join. Feel free to give your input. It's still in its early stages, but it is something that I'm excited about. That I feel like will be dope for people to be a part of. What else we got for today? I know I kind of I touched on it a little bit when I was talking about the Discord stuff, but if anybody comes across this like later on, I would like to start doing more just like collaborative stuff on the lives. So if you're, an artist or an engineer, or a producer, and you got some shit that like you're working on, that you'd like to share, feel free to hit me. I definitely want to start like ramping up the collaborative lives of like, out of the way that I kind of saw it was like kind of how we did the last stream, if you caught that one, where it's like jump in a Discord call. So like, everybody's got their everybody, you could see everybody in the call, you could hear everybody in the call. And then whoever's kind of like session it is could, kind of walk everybody through it, or talk about it a little bit, and then we could just collaborate and work on it together. So yeah, all in all, what I'm trying to say for that is, if there's anybody out there that has anything that they're looking to share, or that would be down to do something like that, reach out. Let's get it going. What else? What else we got here? I gotta get a better way of like having these notes. I was trying to get a fucking whiteboard earlier, but I couldn't get it to stick up on the wall. Yeah, man, those are like the main update things that I wanted to talk about today. The next thing that I do kind of want to get into is breaking down some of this Aaliyah's interlude stuff, man. Like I'm excited about it, and I feel like it's that song specifically is something that like I enjoy kind of breaking down how it got to that point, because it's like obviously a million streams to me is amazing. I'm super proud of it. But it's not like it's not out of nowhere. Like it's been building to that for a while, and it also didn't just come out. It's been out for like 5-6 years at this point. But I do feel like um, I do feel like I could kind of retrace my steps in a way that I feel like would honestly help other artists, hopefully. So, um, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when I jump back on, yeah, let's get into that. Let's talk about Aaliyah's interlude. I don't have that session because I actually did that session on Pro Tools, and I'm not using Pro Tools anymore. I got Ableton, but I think that I have the session for the remix. So if so, I will I'll pull that session up, and maybe we could run through that and talk about the marketing for a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna jump for a second, and I will be right back. sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we back. We back. All right, so yeah, man. Let's talk about it a little bit. So a thing that I feel like is dope, about just Aaliyah's interlude hitting a million plays is I feel like it was a slow like burn in the beginning. Like that song was out for probably not probably for sure like a year with less than 1,000 plays, right? And um I feel like I ended up linking with my homie Graphic, and around that time like I had just gotten a studio out in Santa Ana, and I was just looking to like just kind of revamp the music, so like the visuals, all of that. um and I had a conversation with him, and we just kind of started like game planning. Side note real quick, inquiring mind, what's the word, what's the word, thank you for stopping by. So at the time like it had a completely different let me see if I could find it. Actually, it had a completely different cover art. There was no video for it. There was no like content attached to it. But like out of all of the songs that I had on Spotify at the time, that was the one that was like doing the best for whatever reason. People rock with that. And I feel like just a quick side note, I feel like that's kind of how I feel like you should go about shit just in general, right? Is like you never really know what people are gonna rock with. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even a fan of that song. That like that's not my favorite song of mine by a long shot. But people rock with it, right? Um, so that was we the buffest niggas out in Cali, nigga. That's for sure, nigga. So once I kind of started to see that as far as like the traffic or whatever to the song, it was like, all right, let's start with this one. We're gonna revamp everything, but like let's start with this one. So the first thing that I did with all of the songs that I had out at the time was redo all of the cover art. I felt like the cover art that I had, it was cool, but like I made it myself, and it was super like you could just tell it was amateur, right? Like it wasn't bad, but Graph helped me put together new artwork for it. So that's another like visual piece to be able to share with people just by itself, even if there was no video content. It's like here's something new attached to this song that's old. And I feel like um just as far as like this music shit goes, it's like I don't know. I feel like a lot of artists get like super discouraged because it's like, oh, I don't have like, there's not like a lot of people listening to my shit, or it's the same people that are listening to it, and they'll share something one time, it doesn't hit, and then you never hear from them again, or you never hear about that thing that they shared again, right? And I'm guilty of that too. I've done that, before in the past, but I feel like it started to hit me that you know, every time, every share is an opportunity for somebody new, to hear this music, for somebody new to hear this song or watch this video or see this piece of content that you're sharing. So, um, just as a side note, like I know, I'm not the first one to share that idea, but just so any artist that is like maybe watching this or sees it later on down the line, like just keep that shit in mind, man. Is like every share is an opportunity for like a new listener. So I'm never too proud to like share something more than once, more than twice, more than three times, more than five times. It's like it is what it is, man. Like sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes it doesn't hit the first time, or sometimes maybe somebody just genuinely didn't see it, and it's not that they don't fuck with it. So um circling back, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but that was the first piece, was, redoing the artwork. Um, then I remember we had linked with fuck, I forget what bro's name is, and it makes me mad because dude was super cool. From Blurred Culture, I want to say his name was Paul. If I don't know if I'm getting that wrong, I apologize. But yeah. So I say all that to say, like, we linked with bro to shoot a music video for it, and again, it's like this song was like far from my favorite. I wasn't, really feeling it at the time, but I'm like, all right, people are rocking with it. Like, let's put together some content for it. So we shot a whole music video, and honestly, that's like the only. It's hilarious because that's like the only official like music video that I have that's on my channel, and it's hella old. It's like, I don't know. I think maybe 2018, 2019. Nikhil, I see you, my boy. Thank you for joining, player. Um, and Chuck, I see you as well. I didn't know that was your shit, but shout out to you, my boy. Thank you for pulling up. Um, so back to the video shit. So um, you know, we shot the video and then shared that. So that helps out too. So now think about it, right? It's like you got this song that's been out for over a year. It's not new, but every piece of content is new to somebody, right? So new album art, bam, that's a new piece of content to share. New music video, bam, that's a new, piece of content to share. Um, and then that was kind of, I think I was working in like digital marketing at the time. I was kind of like just starting to get into it, so I was really new and still like just trying shit out. Um, but what I decided to do was just take a little bit of money and start running like small scale digital ads to try and drive up the traffic on Spotify specifically. And this is some game, like, for any, artists that are watching this or listen to it later. I promise you this is some game, right? And I'm gonna talk about what I did. I'm not trying to fucking gatekeep it. I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert, but like, the numbers fucking speak for themselves, right? It's like the song has 1 million plays, and those are not like. It's funny. A couple niggas were like joking with me in my inbox, like, bots, like my homies and shit. And it's just funny because it's like that's all real people. Like, I think what I might do in a second is I'll pull up like the stats and kind of show y'all what I was doing. If you give me a second. But back to the game, right? So let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna actually pull this up real quick. Songs. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this shit in a second. So uh, okay, so the paid ads. Sorry, I got sidetracked there for a second. So I'm about to break this down, right? Pay attention. This is what I did, and it still works, right? It's still doable, and I think it's like, if you're talking about paid ads, paid marketing, anything paid, right? The way that I think about ads and shit like that is it's literally a cheat code. Why do people search for or try and find or create a viral moment? Why do they do it? When you really break it down, why are they doing that? They're doing it to try and get something in front of as many people as possible, right? That's the point. You want to go viral because you want as many people as possible to see something. Makes sense. But the reality is, and I get it, not, maybe you think you don't have some crazy ad budget, but like, that's literally what paid marketing is, right? It's like, you don't have to guess if you can put it in front of 1 million people. You could quite literally pay to put it in front of 1 million people. And it's not as crazy as most people think. It's not like, oh, you got to have some, a $10,000 marketing budget, to get some traffic going, or even $1,000. Like, I promise, when I gotta like dig through, because this, like I said, it was like 5-6 years ago. But when I can find the breakdown and like the receipts, I'll pull them up and show y'all. Like, I probably spent maybe like, I don't know, $300, $400 total right, for this song. And I'm gonna break down like what I did, how I went about it, right? So I have the song. I have a few songs up at the time, but this is the one that I'm trying to like push and I'm trying to market. I know in my mind, I'm trying to drive up traffic or drive traffic to Spotify specifically. I just feel like even now and at the time, it was like I knew that once you catch that like that algorithm, it starts to do the work on its own, right? So that was kind of my thought process was like, all right, I'm not just trying to run up plays for the song. I'm trying to drive traffic to Spotify specifically. So before I even paid for like any ads or anything like that, one of the first things that I did, and again, once I could find this, I'll pull it up and show y'all. It'll help it make a little bit more sense. But I was taking like clips of the video and the like kind of color scheme and layout that I was using was like Spotify, right? Like it was like kind of it's kind of hard to describe, but kind of like overlaid with like the colors that they used and like the way that the buttons were laid out. The like click now buttons was like similar to Spotify. So that's not, obviously like, I don't work for Spotify. So it's not necessarily fooling people, but I feel like it's kind of like a brand recognition thing, right? Like you're familiar with this look and color scheme and button layout, and that was how I designed the ads. So that's piece of game number one, right? Then number two is like, okay, I have these pieces of content that I want to use for digital ads. How am I going to distribute them? Like, where do I want to market them? How do I want to go about that? So, one thing that I did was like, and I'm pretty sure they still have this feature, but I was just kind of like, okay, this is the type of music that I'm making. These are maybe similar artists, to me in terms of sound, right? I don't remember who I was looking at the time, but let's say it was like, I don't know, a fucking, Daniel Caesar, or let's say it's like Travis Scott, whoever, doesn't matter who the artist is. But what I started doing was I started looking at where their most popular markets were, and that's not a hidden feature, right? That's something that's publicly like available, I believe, on Spotify. And if not, there's certain like services that you could use to find that information. So I knew that was where I was going to start. Is like I'm not just going to market this shit everywhere. I'm going to target these areas and cities and countries or whatever specifically. And just a quick pause, to dig a little deeper on that is that's where a lot of people fuck up with paid marketing is what they do. It's one of two things that I see a lot of people doing is they'll have like $50, $100, go on Instagram and just type in, not type in, but click like promote this post. And it's not that it's necessarily bad, but you have no control when you're doing that. Instagram just like markets it to whoever, however, and you get what you get and then it's done. But if you go in and you create the ads yourself, you have way more control over like exactly who sees it, what their interests are, all of those sorts of things. So that was how I went about it. I took that I took that information of like where you know popular markets were based on like my sound, and then I started thinking about just basic interests, right? Like okay, I want them to be, I don't know, into Spotify. Obviously that was like one like requirement for the ad, because like I said back to the beginning, I'm driving traffic to Spotify. um into, I don't know, R&B, contemporary R&B, into, and these are all interests, right? Into whoever the artists were that I used to build that audience. So let's say it was like a, I don't know, Daniel Caesar or whoever, using them as an interest, right? And then you just build an audience. You just build like a audience and you start testing. You put in a little bit of money. So I think at first it was maybe like, I don't know, a $25 ad that you let run for like 3 days, right? So it's doing, or let's say it's 5 days, just for the math, right? $25 ad for 5 days. It's spending $5 a day. At the end of that, 5 days. Here's the second mistake that a lot of people make is like they'll just keep letting things run and waste all of their ad budget on one ad. So if they have 100, it's like they just spend the whole 100 in maybe a day or 2 days or 3 days. And it's like what you really got to do with marketing, especially with the music stuff, is you got to split test, right? Like you got to test one thing against another thing, find out what works best, and then keep using the thing that works best. Then you test that against something else. If that works better, then you use that thing. If the first thing you were doing is working, then you stick with that. It's basic like marketing 101. It's not even just music marketing. Like that's how marketing works, right? Is you got to split test. You can't just waste all of your budget on one thing, right? So I started doing that, and just slowly but surely, right? Like the traffic started going up, and I remember they kind of like fucked this up a little bit on Spotify, which kind of turned me off of Spotify for a little bit, but it's supposed to still be like this, but what it used to be is when you followed somebody on Spotify, that was like a guarantee that you were served their music when they release music, right? So that was my goal with the marketing. So just imagine, right? Like imagine a video comes up as an ad, and it's a clip of the music video. The branding and like the actual video is me, like, and the music video for the song, but the colors and like the branding and the buttons looks like Spotify, right? So it's like it's very familiar for people who might not know who I am. There's a button on the ad that says follow, right? And it's not follow on Instagram, it's follow on Spotify. So my goal was very specific with the marketing. I wanted people to follow my profile on Spotify. And maybe it sounds crazy, like maybe for other artists, it's like, oh, I just want to like, I just want to drive up the streams, or I just want to do that. And it's like, I'll get into that in a second, but with marketing, especially music marketing, like you have to have. Damn, I didn't have this light on the entire time. I'm tripping. I'm like looking at it. There we go. That's actually way better. All right. You gotta have like a specific goal. Like you have to have a specific goal. And again, back to what I said before, that's where people fuck up with these ads. Is like they just take $100, $200, $300. I've seen people do 500, 1,000, and it's like they just leave it all up to Instagram. And it's like, well, Instagram is a marketing platform, so they're going to take your money no matter what, right? And it's like, if they serve an ad and it doesn't do that good, then what happens? You want to keep coming back, and you're like, oh, I didn't reach enough people. I just want to keep spending money, keep spending money. So it's like, not that they're the bad guy, but it's like you have to do the work of being very specific in who you're targeting and what you're targeting, being very specific in what counts as a conversion. So for me, a conversion was a follow, meaning in my mind, the ad was successful if I got somebody to follow me on Spotify, right? And I kept running that up, right? And a big thing that is still, true to this day with Spotify is like their algorithm is crazy. So, if you get caught up in that, and I mean caught up in a good way of like, first it's release radar, then it's, discover weekly. It's like it literally does the work for you, right? Like none of these plays out of these million plays are bot plays. These are real people, right? And I'm going to switch over real quick. Let me show y'all some shit. All right, so this is my Spotify for Artists account. So you can see all-time streams 1,000,007, almost right on the dot, 1 million, right? Release date August 26, 2018. Source of streams. Let's look at this real quick. I might have to move this over because it looks like it's getting blocked. Can y'all see that? And let me know in the chat if y'all can read this, please. Like somebody, whoever's in the chat, if y'all could let me know. Okay, so source of streams. Look at this. Listeners' own playlists and library, right? 72%, right? Not a single editorial playlist, bro. These people out here like, worried about worried about like getting on these Spotify playlists, this, that, and the third. It's like, look, that's great, but still to this day, I've never gotten music on an editorial playlist ever. Never had, like, it would be great, and I know it's coming, right? Like, I believe that it is coming, but it just shows that like this song did 1 million streams. Granted, yes, it took a long time, right? But it did 1 million streams without any of that, right? Um, so, and then Spotify algorithmic playlists, and then we'll talk about this in a second. Other listeners' playlists. And here's something that's crazy, right? So, if you look at this, look at play. Let me show y'all something. So, last 12 months. So so something that happened with my catalog was it was like some weird thing where I wasn't getting the emails from DistroKid, and the card that I had on there expired, and then you have to, I think you have to pay like every year to keep the music up. And they took all of my music down, right? Now, luckily, when they restored the music, it still had all the original plays. But one thing that it took away for Aaliyah's interlude was the playlist. So this might seem like a lot for 4,692. And I got to go back through like all of my screenshots and shit. But at one point, this song was on like 15,000 plus playlist, right? And that's just people adding it, right? Like that's people adding it to their own playlist. So again, it kind of doesn't paint the clearest picture because the biggest playlist for this song was actually not radio. It was Discover Weekly, but I can't see the data for it because you can't go back that far. But um, let's see another thing like location. Brazil's been why does it say these countries? Brazil, Israel. Damn, well, shout out to Israel. I didn't even know Israel was cracking like that for the music. Yeah, that's literally brand new to me, but shout out to Israel. Brazil, Israel, US. Brazil's been big since like the beginning. That was like one of the, and shout out to Brazil for real. Like they really love music, and I really love that. That they love the music. Like they really rock with it. They know the lyrics. Like it's just super dope. That's one of the places that is just super dope in terms of like interaction for music. But yeah, man, like as you could see, it's like United States is the third on the list, right? And that's, what is that, the last 28 days. If I go last 12 months, is it gonna show that? I don't think these updated, but yeah, anyways, what I really just wanted to show y'all was like the sources of the stream so you could see how it's broken down, and then you could see the location. And again, these locations were not by mistake. These locations were originally, except for Israel. I literally don't know how that popped up on like the top list, but that's just an organic thing. But like a lot of these places like Brazil, I think Portugal was one too. I think Indonesia, and then like Mexico City. I see Mexico in here, but I know Mexico City was another big one. And these were all just targeted places, and I didn't just pull them at random. I pulled them because when I was looking into other artists that I felt like had a similar sound of music, that's where people were listening to their music a lot. So it's like, why try and reinvent the wheel? And again, back to what I said, like I'm giving y'all a game, like on how to go about doing this, and that's exactly what it was, right? So just to kind of, I know I've been rambling, but just to kind of circle all the way back, right? Singer said Brazilian mommies bump your shit. Yeah, I gotta get out to Brazil, man. Brazil seems like it's cracking. I gotta get out there. Um, but again, just kind of circling back, right? To what I was saying with the marketing from the beginning. So let's go back to step one. I think step one is like getting a collection of things that are refreshing in terms of content for a piece of music. So that could be a new album cover. I don't know. That could be like a piece of merch. That could be a music video. That could be like a Instagram reel. at the time, I don't even think they had Instagram Reels when this song came out, but like a reel, a TikTok, just just collecting a couple of things or one thing, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Just something that you can attach to the song, right? You start with that. Then you start thinking about um, you know, similar audiences and like who would like this, right? Like the tough thing that a lot of people don't want to get through their brains is like everybody is not for everybody, right? But everybody is for somebody. There's someone out there that is looking for this thing that you do, the gift that you have, the things that you create, right? So it's, taking some time, being honest with yourself and breaking down like who is that person or who are those people? What are they into? You know what I mean? Like, what are their, hobbies and interests? And that'll make it easier when you get to the next step, which is marketing to those people. And again, don't get in there and drop your entire marketing budget and just leave it alone. Be strategic about your marketing. Be strategic about your budget. Like if that was your last $100, would you just blow it on whatever? No, you wouldn't. You would be meticulous in how you spent it, and that's how the marketing has to be as well. Is it's like rather than do $100 all in one day, if that's your budget, maybe you do $100 over 10 days. Maybe you do $100 over 5 days, right? And you track it as time goes along, and you make sure that you're not overspending. Maybe you wait one day, you stop the ad, and then you kind of revamp it and maybe send it to a different place with different demographics of people, right? Just being meticulous with your marketing, right? Don't waste your money, don't just throw it out there. And those are like the biggest things, right? Like those are the biggest things. Then obviously, you continue to create, continue to share, continue to interact, like the normal things as like, you know, really a human being or creative, but as like a recording artist. And I feel like, especially, with stuff like Spotify, that's the thing. Is like, yeah, you don't get paid a lot of money. You don't get paid a lot of money per stream and shit on Spotify. But the thing is, we're in a day and age where like every stream is worth something. You know what I mean? Like, and I know Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube. Well, YouTube actually is free, but like Apple Music and Spotify, like I know they're not free, but I think everybody watching this stream and also shout out my boy Josh. Thank you for popping in, brother. Um, I think everybody would agree that though they're one of those expenses where it's like you set it and forget it, right? Like I don't remember the last time I looked and saw like, oh shit, I'm paying this much for Spotify and like tripped out about it. It's like $10 a month, right? So although it's not free, it's like it's forgotten about a lot of times. So it's like back to what I was saying, yeah, you don't get paid a lot, per stream, but you get paid something. Every one of those streams is worth something. Every one of those people is worth something. So, um, just thinking about it in that regard, right? And what I was saying with Spotify that's dope is like that algorithm works, bro. Like that Spotify algorithm works. The YouTube algorithm works too. But I feel like out of everything I've ever used or had my music on, the Spotify algorithm is it's just crazy. It's like once you catch the wave, you're on that wave for a minute, right? Like it does the work by itself. It's just a matter of getting there. And I think that yes, you could get your viral moment, right? But I think small scale paid marketing is a great way to catch that algorithm and almost like I'm trying to think of like the best analogy for it, but it's like I mean maybe it is like surfing damn near, right? Like that's the best way, that's the best board for you to get on, right? And help catch that wave. The wave is the algorithm. And then once the wave hits, it's like you're on it. You could put your hands up and like and you're good. Like, not that you never have to do anything else, for the rest of your life with the song, but just understanding how that algorithm works is like it's gonna do a lot of that. It's gonna do a lot of that heavy lifting for you for sure. Um, so I don't know. I say all that to say I would highly encourage people to just experiment, right? Experiment with like smaller scale paid marketing. Understand how some of these algorithms work. The thing with Spotify is like the more that people add your shit to playlists, the more that they follow you, the more that they like make certain actions towards your music and your account, the more that it goes into that algorithm, the more it helps to run up whatever it is that you're releasing. So yeah, man, that is my my 2 cents on on catching the wave, man. Yeah, Nikhil, I see you riding the wave, catching the wave, riding the wave. That's my 2 cents on that. So yeah, man, I'm gonna take a quick break real quick, and when I get back, I want to go. I think I'm gonna try and pull up the session for Aaliyah's interlude. Let me see. Hold on. So a couple things though before I jump. One, if y'all could hang for a second, I'd really appreciate it. You could set your phone somewhere. I'm not gonna be that long. I just gotta set some shit up real quick. So it's just gonna be on a be right back screen. Two, if you haven't already, please like this video. Leave a comment, say something in the chat if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's very much appreciated. Another thing, the link to the Discord, it should be in the description below. That's another thing I would really appreciate. Anybody that's here, you don't even got to do anything. It's still in its early stages, but the invite link is there. So if y'all want to jump in, I'm in a place with it where like I'm looking for just kind of input and help and ideas, right? So if that's something that you'd be willing to help out with, please do. And other than that, man, like, I don't want to ask too much of people. I just appreciate like people pulling up, and it's one of these things for me, man. Like I definitely appreciate y'all being here, but it's like, even if there's nobody here, like I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about these things. I enjoy, breaking down music and marketing and these sessions and stuff like that. So it's like I'm gonna continue to do it regardless. So it is really cool for y'all to pull up. So yeah, give me like a couple of minutes in during that time, if y'all wouldn't mind. Maybe share the stream, jump on your Instagram or text it to somebody, and let them know to hop in. I know it's getting late here. I won't keep everybody for too much longer, but yeah, I want to start like encouraging people to do that a little bit more when we're on stream, is just share it with somebody, text the link to somebody. Everybody's got YouTube on their phone. So yeah, man, give me a couple of minutes, and then when I jump back on, let's open up the session for the remix to Aaliyah's interlude, and break that down a little bit, and then yeah, man, appreciate y'all. I will be right back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. Um, damn, y'all. I think that I might be tripping. I think that I thought that that session for the remix was on Ableton, but I'm pretty sure that session was on Pro Tools too, because I'm looking for it and I can't find it. Um, let's see. If I don't got it, I'm gonna pull something else up and we'll see. Yeah, but I really would like to pull that session up, celebrate the song a little bit. Hey, I swear to God, I'm about to look up as soon as I get off this live. I'm about to look up a plaque. I'm about to get myself a little custom plaque for the crib. Celebrate this million streams, man, because I'm proud of it. Definitely proud of it. What else do we got? Damn, man. I don't think I got that session, guys. Disappointing. I do got the actual. Hold on, let's see this. I could play the track, but I don't got the session. Let me see. Let's see. Final mix 11. Is this it? Let me play this. Nope, that is not it. Well, that's the original. Damn, where the fuck is this song? Jesus Christ. Damn. Okay, that was 2020. Where the fuck is this shit at? Los. Aaliyah's Interlude. Los. Aaliyah. I swear, man. Hold on. Los Project. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Give me just a second. I'm trying to find this for y'all. Is it Los Mix? Shout out to Carlos too, by the way. If y'all are not tapped in with my dog Losito, that's my guy. I actually haven't talked to him in a minute. But shout out to bro. Nikhil, I'm trying to find. I mean, I could pull up both like the songs, but what I'm trying to pull up is at least the session for the remix. But I think even the remix I did on Pro Tools. So I figured if I can't find the session for either, I could pull up the song. But now I can't even find the song. Let me see. Would you say Los is nasty with the? Why it's like cutting off my chat. I can't really see what you're saying. Oh, with the remixes. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. All right, give me 1 second. Fuck, where would this shit be? Los. Damn it, Los. Is it in MRH? Maybe it's in there. Music, no. Damn. Hate this shit. Just fucking sitting in silence, searching for a fucking song. Yeah, nah, cause this is like I found the Aaliyah's Interlude. Oh, maybe this is it. What's this? No. This is hold on, let's see. Final two. Let me just I gotta get more fucking organized. There we go. All right. Again, I still can't find the session, but this is the remix. Shout out to that boy Los.
Oh yeah, that's the
Hey, real quick, just a quick side note that oh yeah, that's the wave. That's actually Marley saying that. I completely forgot about that, but shout out to the boy Big Mar, Harris Boys for the win. All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, that's the
I just touched down, but after two, and I know it's late, but I'm calling you, tryna figure if I can come see you. And I know you're asleep, but you're on my mind, and I'm wide awake, and I wanna step back. So can you get up, get out of the bed? 'Cause I wanna see you, and I've been wondering, can I come over? Can I come over? Come over, can I come over? Come over, give it to
This shit better than the original, bro.
Can I come over? Over, can I come over? Come over, can I come over? Come over, come over. Motivation, instant, sweat me, feel me, Cupid, shot me, my heart beats racing, to me, drive me, feel so
Shout out the boy Los. I swear this shit's better than the original. This breakdown, come on, come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah. He really did a great job on that. Shout out Los. Yeah, man. And honestly, that was just a dope like I'm really hot that I can't find this session for it, man, cuz it really was a dope process of creating that. Like I didn't re-record anything. All the vocals that were on that were pulled from the original song, and it was just like I feel like from an engineering standpoint, like one of the funnest things to do, right? Because it's like you have this song that's already done, like the original Aaliyah's Interlude. Then you have brand new production for it that's a completely different vibe, and you're taking the vocal and trying to like, just tweak it to make it fit this style, like just certain effects and I know I played around with like some filtering and like auto panning and stuff like that, which is why I know I've said it like multiple times, but I'm hot that I can't find the session. Maybe I'm really hoping that at some point I'm able to locate it. But yeah, man. Again, shout out to Los, Big Los Cito, Big Los that wave. Um, yeah, man. All right, hold on. I don't wanna keep y'all too much longer, but I'm gonna give it one last go and see if I could find this session somewhere. I'm looking. I'm looking. What we got? What do we got? Oh, that's not it. Damn, man. Hold on. Let me just type in Aaliyah and see what pops up. I got the stems. That's not it. That's the stems too. Yes, interlude. Damn, man. So hot. I don't know what that is. Looks like a Aaliyah album. Shit, man. Whatever. All right. Well, maybe we'll call it a day. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow and Wednesday for sure. So maybe I could find some cool shit. Some behind the scenes stuff to go over there. All right. Yep. How long we been on here? Oh yeah, been on here an hour and a half already. All right, man. Well, shout out to y'all. Thank you for anybody that stayed the whole way. Thank you for anybody that stopped by. Just kind of recapping. If you catch this video later, please make sure to like it if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. The link for the new Discord it should be in the description of this video. It's in its early stages, but anybody is welcome. We're just kind of getting things rolling with that. So please feel free to join the Discord. To any artists, creatives, producers, engineers, that would like to just collaborate on something, maybe like a live session or a live mix or a mix breakdown or something like that. Tap in. My Instagram and Twitter, all of that shit is all Miles Ryan Harris. So y'all could hit me anywhere or leave a comment on here. I'd love to collaborate with some of y'all. And yeah, man, I always feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's the good thing about being right back here tomorrow. We will cover it then. But yeah, man, until next time, I am your host, Miles Ryan Harris. This is Mixed Feelings, episode 16.5. We got to get to these full number episodes. But yeah, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace.
And that is it for us today, and we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3,